So it's finally time to actually see auto scaling group in action. All right. So let's get started with it. So the first thing that we want to do is just go to AWS and search for launch templates, which you will find under EC2. Okay. So just click on create launch template. So basically what actually launch template are, you might be already aware of it. So let's say you want to create an instance of same configuration and the count would be 10, right? So how would you create? The first step is to create the instance one by one, and the second one is to just create a template and just give the count and you will be good to go, right? So launch templates are just used to do the same, that is they are going to serve the same purpose because you don't need to do the configuration each and every time, right? So yeah, let's create a new configuration template. Okay, so here I'll write ASG template. Okay, and here the template version would be version 1. Okay, and if you want to give any sort of template tag for identification, you can. If you want to copy the configuration from an existing one, you can select here, but no, if you don't want to, you can just skip it. Now, when it comes to application or the AMIs, you can click on Quick Start and select any one of the AMIs. I will go for with Amazon Linux this time and scroll down, and this would be a free tier T2 micro instance. And the keypad that I would be taking for this one is Ubuntu-root. Okay, and let me keep all the option as default. Okay, and if you can see volumes, ABS volume is also attached. Resource advanced details, let me scroll down. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, in the user data I would want the template to copy one more configuration file, that is this which is basically nginx file, which we are going to Apache web page. Basically, it is going to show whether the page is up and running. So that was all the configuration that we actually wanted to do. Next thing that we need to do is configure the security group. Okay, so there are two options: either to create an select an existing security group or create a new one. So let us create a new security group, and here I'll just write ASG SG. Okay, and here we'll allow HTTP traffic along with the SSH. Okay, now once it is done, I'll give the inbound rule as for HTTP. Okay, and next would be HTTP my IP. Then next would be SSH. That would be again from my IP. Okay, and yeah, that's all I believe, and we should click on create launch template. So yeah, once the launch template is created, let me click over here and you can see the launch template is created. The next thing that we want to do is we will be going to auto scaling groups over here, and then we are going to create a new auto scaling group. So let me click over here and I'll write the auto scaling group name. So the Shubham auto scaling group. Okay, done. And here we will select the launch template which we created, so that is AHC the Shubham template. Okay, got it. Let me scroll down, and here we have the version, but since we have just created one version, we'll go with the latest one. Okay, and then let me keep all the options by default as is, and let me click on next. Scroll down, here we have the VPC, which is the default one, and the availability zone, that is we are going to take US East to A and US East to B. Let me click on next, and here we have load balancing options available. The three options, that is no load balancer, if you want to attach an existing load balancer, or and you want to attach the auto scaling group to a new load balancer. As of now, for this demonstration purpose, I won't be attaching it to any sort of a load balancer, so let me go by default as is. Okay, and then health checks, do you want to turn out health checks on EBS? But no, we don't want to. And then the health check period, so basically it's a 300 second, which is nearly equivalent to 5 minutes. So yeah, we don't want any sort of monitoring as of now, so let me just click on next. Desired capacity, minimum capacity and maximum capacity. So now let us consider the requirement is the desired capacity should be 1, but the maximum, the max amount through which it should scale should be 10, right? That's it. We have done the entire configuration, and let me just click on next. We don't want any sort of notification. We don't want to add any sort of tracking. And here we have the complete summary of the configuration we did so far. And let me click on create auto scaling group, right? So yeah, at the back end, it is creating the auto scaling group. And now the things that we need to observe would be we need to just click on this auto scaling group. And here, when we go to activity, here it will actually create whatever action has been taken through this auto scaling group will be listed over here. So here we define the minimum capacity as 1, maximum capacity as 10, and desired capacity as 1, right? So what it will be going to do is, if you go to activity in the history, you'll see that it is trying to create one EC2 instance, right? And here, if you go to instance management, you can see there is one instance which it is going to create. Now when I click over the instance ID, it will take me to the AWS instance, and you can actually see that the instance is actually up and running. Now let me just copy the IP address and check whether the instance template which we copied, whether actually it is working or not. http://enter. So here you can see that it is not working, but why? What actually the reason is? When I go to security group, I actually need to check whether the configurations are done perfectly or not. Now when I go to security groups and when I edit the inbound rule, I need to check what are the things that we haven't enabled, right? So let me just do it for anywhere IPv4. Okay, and let me click on save address route. Let me just refresh it, and you can see the web page is up and running. Now one more thing that we need to observe over here is when I go to auto scaling group, okay, and when I go to details, right? Now there is a requirement, and there we want there we are told that no, actually the minimum and the desired capacity should be actually 3, because here this is the time where we are receiving huge traffic, right? So in order to avoid the downtime, what we would be doing is we will be modifying the group size. So let me just change the desired capacity to 3 this time. Okay, and minimum capacity should be 3. And now when I click on update, there is one thing that we need to observe over here is when we go to activity, it should actually start creating the instances, 3 instances more, right? So basically, let me go to uh, activity and let me just do a refresh, and you can see it has actually created 2 more instances, and it is currently been in progress. And now when I go to instance management, there should be 3 instances that should be up and running. When I click on instance ID again, and when I click on instances, when I click on running, these are the 3 instances that we were expecting actually, right? And it is currently initializing. Now, let us consider the time where this disaster moment has been gone, and you are being asked to go back to square one, and you are being asked to make the changes back it were as is, right? So basically, the minimum requirement and the maximum requirement again change. So you will again change the group size, and let me define the desired capacity, right? Again 1. When I click on update, I'll just go to activity once again, and here we need to actually observe the behavior, what actually has been done by the load balancer, right? So yeah, so when I click on refresh, it should actually terminate the 2 instances which are actually not needed, right? When I click on instance management, it should actually terminate the instances, and it is actually terminating, right? So that was all about auto scaling group. However, there is one more thing that I wanted to share is when you go to automatic scaling, there are 3 sort of options that we get, which we already covered in the theory, that is scheduled action. So when we are supposed to use scheduled action, whenever we know a scheduled traffic is going to come, right? Predictive scaling, right? So best example would be let's consider Amazon Great Indian Sale, where we actually know at that specific sale, that duration of time, a huge traffic of people is actually going to arise. At that time, we will make use of predictive scaling and dynamic scaling, as we already covered, right? So if you want to learn more about them, just click on info, and you will just get a small definition by AWS, which can be actually helpful for you, right? So Amazon EC2 auto scaling can add more instances, right, which is also known as scaling out, to deal with high demands at the peak time, and actually it runs the fewer instances, which are also referred as scaling in. This actually helps us in reducing the cost during for load utilization, right? So yeah, I hope you got about auto scaling group in AWS. And yeah, that was all about this specific one. Let me go back, and yeah, you can see there is only one instance which is up and running. So that was all about auto scaling groups. And yes, see you in the next one.